It's been said if you want to summon Mr. Heartgrave to your video game, all you need to do is add some vampire and zombie events, and that is exactly what Marvel Strike Force has done for Halloween. We have a set of new events in the game. We're going to play through them and break them down in this video. So let's get started. Let's go ahead and start with the vampire event, fittingly enough. And what we have here, we do have some special rules. This is a first for Marvel Strike Force, and I'm pretty excited about it. At the start of the turn, civilians have a 50% chance to gain bleed. If they have bleed, they also gain taunt, and the vampire minions heal if they attack bleeding enemies. And if their hit points are full, they gain death proof and offense up and defense up and safeguard. If a vampire minion kills a civilian, they also get a full speed bar. So you have to protect the bleeding and the civilians from the vampires. I get three chances every day to complete this. Okay, so it's like the challenge setup. This launched when it was bugged, and now it's not bugged, and there's probably going to be some compensation sent out for that, as they do. And it looks like it's going to start. Whoa. I was about to say, it looks like it's going to start easy, but it literally starts with a Mephisto and an Odin. This can't even. No, these are the characters that you can use. Okay. Those aren't the enemies you're going to fight. I was like, that looks a little steep. You're going to fight these vampire minions, from what I understand. And I'm going to have to fight through this. I was hoping to see some gear recommendations or the actual characters you could fight. Oh, at some point they make it so you can only use Night Stalkers. Well, that's going to be pretty rough, isn't it? Because not all of us have Night Stalkers. So this is kind of designed around that. Where does that requirement kick in? That requirement kicks in pretty soon. So for the first one of these, you can use anybody. And then for the second one of these, you have to use Night Stalkers. You have to use money. Of course you do. And there are these orb fragments, Zombie Hunter orb fragments. You're going to collect that for the new event that's running. And my God, I was excited about this, and now I'm just annoyed. So for a limited time, for 2 weeks, you can farm these Zombie Hunter orb fragments. And at a really high level, if you have Night Stalkers unlocked, and I don't know how far you'd have to level them up as well. And you get 500 orb fragments per attempt if you don't have any of them. And you can double that, more than double that, if you have the full team unlocked and maybe even at high stars. I don't know. I don't know about this. Let's have I'm so pissed off right now. Let me have a look at the rewards for this. Let me have a look at these orbs. These amazing orbs that you can get. Then you can gamble. I hate this game. Zombie Hunter orb. All right. Is it worth it? Random shards. 70% chance of bullshit. Of nothing. 70% chance of nothing in the middle column. Okay, I'm not very excited about this. More bullshit on this. Fuck this. These orbs suck. The orbs don't even have the fucking zombies in them. Why the hell do I care about this? You took all of my enthusiasm that I had and flushed it down the toilet instantly. Well, the first mission... Wait, I can only use Night Stalkers on the first mission. I don't actually get to pick my characters on the first mission. But they'll hand me an oath and a blade. Okay. Whatever, man. I guess I'm hoping to complete this with 3 medals so I don't have to do this every day at this point. And the milestone sucks, too. Like, the event milestone is nothing to write home about. This is why I don't cover. This is why I don't make a video every day on this game, because it's crazy. All right, I'm going to go over here with Blade and use his ultimate. And I want to protect. I have to. This looks very similar to the bugged version, but the characters are dying easier. There are 53 of them. It's an insane amount. This first node is nuts. It'd definitely be a lot easier if I could use my full roster on it. I don't know how to stop them from protecting bleeding characters and not getting safeguard and immunity and all that. Okay, it helps that Man-Thing has taunt. What are these two abilities? Clear all bleed and taunt from self. Gain regeneration. That's good. And then bury yourself. All right, so you want to clear the bleed when they have bleed. I can't even tell which guy's turn it is. Okay, I can kind of tell now. And then I want to gain barrier. So if you have bleed, you want to clear the bleed. If you don't have bleed, then you want to clear. Then you want to get the barrier is the idea. And yeah, when this thing launched, it was like impossible. So this seems better. This seems way easier than when it was first released. I want to clear that bleed. I want to get... He's already got full barrier. Does he also heal? No, he doesn't heal, so I can go ahead and heal myself as well with that. I'm just going to basic into this guy. All right, next wave. I want to clear that bleed. And ultimate with Blade over here. You want to kill these vampires. I think it's really cool they have put like vampires into the game. That's pretty cool. I'm hoping that we get a Dracula character that can summon them. That would be even cooler. I'd be very excited if Dracula came in. And that's not crazy, guys. By the way, Dracula is a Marvel character. He has been for years. So it's not crazy for me to say, hey, they should put Dracula in this game. That's in fact canon. Okay, I can barrier up all my civilians. You want to keep your civilians alive, I assume. And not bleeding. Alive and not bleeding. More vampires. Oh my. It's a lot of vampires. Okay, we're going to go over here with Blade and ultimate. It seems like Blade can like ultimate every turn. I don't know who's throwing him energy, but he can just constantly ultimate. And Oath can do it too. And Oath kills everybody. This is so much easier than when it was bugged. When it first came into the game, people I guess were completing it, but it was pretty screwed up. This is a pretty easy experience. There's nothing really difficult about this, which the difficult part about it is like not being too upset that it's like another just pay to win. It's like an offer. It's not like a thing. It's not like content. It's just offer. Just if you buy Night Stalkers, you can have more useless shit at that too. Because like if you're the kind of guy that spends and buys the Night Stalkers, why the fuck do you need shards of like Orcus? You already have Orcus at 7 stars. Ain't nobody need that shit. Nobody even needs to win this event. This is like an event for no one. This is total bullshit. If like, fucking stupid game. This should be like the unlock method for Scarlet Witch and not pay to win. Right? Like you should play this every day and unlock Zombie Scarlet Witch. Would be the fun version of this. And then, yeah, maybe like you get more Zombie Scarlet Witch if you spend. Like, I'm not opposed to people that spend money getting more shit or whatever, or getting value for their money. It's just like, could you not screw over the rest of us constantly, always? And like not even provide value to the spenders? Like, this basically pleases no one. You have some potentially interesting gameplay, which seems to have been like incredibly nerfed, by the way. Like, it's okay gameplay. It's fine. It's not great. It's nothing to write home about. I mean, I'm not really having to make intelligent decisions. You could probably hit auto on this shit. Maybe it gets harder later, but Looks like as long as I keep like healing my civilians, they don't run any risk of dying. When I played it when it was bugged, man, just I was getting killed very easily. So what do I get? I get some zombie hunter orbs. I guess these man thing orb fragments are good. That gets you more man thing. And candy is good-ish. Kind of, sort of. I don't know, man. All right, I guess we can go up to the next level of this now. All right, will this start using my roster, or are they always just going to give me... I don't know. So that one, they kind of gave... All right, this one is my roster. Let's see if I can use my man thing, Agatha and Moon Knight, to beat challenge number 2. I almost assume that I can't. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how far I can go with just this. I'll be surprised. And then you can... most people, no one's going to have man thing, really. Not, free-to-play light spenders don't have man thing. Or maybe they do. I mean, I did spend very little to get man thing. All right, so ultimate with Agatha. It's 53 enemies again. Is it the same? I feel like maybe I should say... Well, the good news is Agatha and Moon Knight are... If you have them at, end game levels, you can cruise right through this. This is actually easier by like a lot. Okay, that's wild. All right, well, I guess I can't complain about this. At least not from a reward standpoint. From a gameplay standpoint, it's kind of ridiculous. I wonder when it would stop me. Like, when is it going to be like, all right, if you haven't spent money, you're not going any further. I wonder if I can beat all the missions with just Moon Knight and Agatha. We won't know that for a couple of days because it looks like I'm definitely beating this. I'd be really surprised if I don't. At this point, with only 16 enemies left, I'd be really surprised if I can't beat this. Who can I don't even know if I need to stun anybody. I need another good ultimate. I'll get rid of this bleed. We'll do some more evade. Keep these civilians alive. Not bad at all. Okay. I mean, I don't think they can hurt me. I think these characters are so weak that they can't even damage my characters. My man thing is probably the weakest one. Trying to get the vampires off the board first because they get all the power-ups. I don't think the normal characters are worth worrying about at all in any way, shape, or form. I would only worry about the vampires. So I'm going to get rid of this vampire before I get rid of Black Cat. Okay, whole new wave. It would be really nice to have an ultimate here. All right, here we go. Ultimate from Moon Knight. And that's going to just kill everybody. All right, this was super easy. Way easy on the second one. Like, not a problem. Like, almost not content. Almost upsetting how easy the second one is. As opposed to the first. Civilians didn't have a problem surviving that. Okay. Okay. All right, well, second level. Well, that's nice. I mean, I didn't have to spend money to get that. The further I get to close the gap between me and a spender, the less upset I'll be at the end of the day. And with how well that went, all right, we can do one more. We can do one more level today, and then tomorrow we can try the next 2 levels. And I don't know, let me know down in the comments if you want to see me come back and do that and see if that's possible with just what I have here. Let me know if you're able to do this with just an Agatha and Moon Knight. I don't know how much Man-Thing is helping. I mean, Man-Thing helps quite a bit, to be honest, because he gives you like plus 20% speed. So without that, you might have a lot more problems. I don't really know. These enemies are so weak, though. I almost think that you should be fine with just like an Agatha. And it's the same mission every time. Okay, that's irritating. That's honestly extremely lazy. And I'm not going to ultimate here. I'm going to save this ultimate from Moon Knight because this is just like, look, he can just special all the way through that. I will ultimate with Man Thing here. We'll get the kills. Agatha will come in. I mean, it definitely is going to help to have Man Thing. And I assume it'd be great to have Blade and Oath. All right, here. Ultimate from Moon Knight. Boom. Oh my god, that was cool. All right, special from Man Thing. Yeah, it's really lazy that every one of these is the same. Like, that's actually absurd. Like, for the amount of money they still make, which I assume they make, maybe they don't make it anymore. I don't know. I've been saying that for years. Like, with the amount of money they make, you know, they've been lazy for so long, I wouldn't be surprised if there's no money anymore. I'm sure they still make enough money that they could have programmed a different set of enemies on every node, for fuck's sake. It didn't have to be like this. Okay, the enemies are getting a turn. The enemies are getting a turn. And it seems like they're stronger now. It does seem like they're hitting a little harder. So there might be some difference between the nodes in terms of difficulty, although you wouldn't know it because it doesn't tell you. And yeah, once these vampires get ramped up, they get pretty big and scary here. Get these bleeds off of these civilians. Get some barrier on them, get some evades. Whatever Night Stalker energy gives, or whatever Night Stalker character gives energy is the other one that you're going to want to have. Oh my god. I am going to stun Black Cat, of all things, over there. Well, just kill her, I guess. I'm not going to stun her at all. She's just going to die. And then let me go over here. Let me see if I can get rid of this vampire with Moon Knight. Yep. I can. Let's get rid of this other vampire with Man Thing, hopefully. And I think it's okay if they kill the civilians. It's not the best thing, but it's not the end. Like, you won't lose if they do that. I'm hoping to get some ultimates up, though, for the final wave. If I can get some ultimates, that would be fantastic. I don't know, man. This seems to be on the edge of what I can do. The final wave is pretty not scary, though. There's only a handful of vampires here. It's not like some of the other waves. And here's a Moon Knight ultimate. That's going to end it, right? That's it. All right, nice. So I was able to beat the first 3 missions with what I had. And it's a good amount of rewards. Hey, that's actually a lot of tier 3, level 3, tier 1 ions. I got to maybe walk back some of my hatred of this. Not so bad. And if this is as far as I can go, it's actually not that far away from the 3rd level. It's actually not that much different. Like, what's the difference between this and the 3rd level? So it's 750 and 880. And this is 1,200. And it's actually the same amount. Oh, the Man Thing orbs are flattened out on the second one. On the second one, when you farm this, you're getting the maximum amount of Night Stalker, Man Thing Night Stalker orbs. So the difference between you and a spender is nothing on that. And it looks like the candy's flattened out too. It's a straight 1,250 candy every time. It's really just these stupid event orbs that only tie into the milestone, which are stupid anyways. Okay, it's fine. It's whatever. This is almost fine. It's kind of upsetting, but not like a lot. All right, let's check out the zombie one, which now I have, different I have a sense of what's going on here. This one's interesting. You start with 10 brains. You defeat enemies eating to feed yourself. If you're hungry, you get 20% speed and 8% minus 8% damage per hunger stack. Satiated gives you plus 20% damage, 10% crit and chance and damage. And if you eat 20 brains, then you become lethargic and then gain undead fortitude that gives you plus 50% damage resistance until the end of combat. So interesting mechanics here. And I assume it's the same structure. It looks like the same exact structure. I assume it's going to be the same mission every time. And we get to play with Zombie Scarlet Witch. This is our first exposure to Zombie Scarlet Witch, which is kind of cool. I can't move the characters at all. They're stuck where they are. They have to be in that formation. Okay, that's very lazy of them. I almost like this. Though, of course, for the second mission forward, you don't get Zombie Scarlet Witch. Only for the first mission do you get Zombie Scarlet Witch, and then she's not available? Maybe, I don't know when Zombie Scarlet Witch goes on sale. It was probably in the blog. Okay, and each of these, that's funny. They each have brains you can eat. That is hilarious. Which one? Attack primary and adjacent. I want to attack primary and adjacent with Scarlet Witch. Oh, unfortunately, my characters are weak. This will be easier when it's my own roster. It's actually going to be the hardest for the first node because these characters suck. I don't know what level I mean, I can see their health bar. Like, I can see the division of their health bar is very big as opposed to my characters where it's like you can't even see it. All right, is this going to hit everybody? All right, this is going to clear all barrier and hit everybody. Wow, that's really cool. Zombie Scarlet Witch is awesome. It's too bad she's not going to be that great in this game. All right, big ultimate with Zombie Iron Man. You know, I guess the more brains they eat, the more powerful they get. I don't seem to be gaining brains. I'm killing the characters, but I'm not, like, gaining brains. I don't know what's up with that. The brain counter should be going up, but it's, like, not? Like, shouldn't that increase? They have hunger of 10. It doesn't even seem to be working. This seems to be glitched. Do you have to kill like a single? That's not changing. All right, good job, guys. Totally glitched. You tried to do something cool, and it's actually just a glitched game mode. But I guess with 10 stacks, I'm getting like extra speed. I'm getting extra speed, but minus damage, so it kind of sucks. I like how Hank Pym has 5 stacks of brains. He has extra brains. That's my favorite part of this whole experience is that Hank Pym has extra brains. The rest of this is kind of mid, but that's kind of funny. So yeah, without the ability to gain more brains and gain more damage, this kind of sucks. Because you're just kind of stuck at... I mean, I guess it's good to have speed because then you can do your ultimate attacks, which actually do damage as opposed to your regular attacks that don't. But it also just kind of sucks that it doesn't work right. Because, you know, why would it? But at least it's not hard, I guess. Zombie Iron Man and Zombie Juggernaut, if you've got them built up enough, I assume you can go pretty far. Although it does kind of suck that you can only go so far without Zombie Scarlet Witch. Like, I don't know if you're going to be able to beat the full thing. There's only one character. I'm just trying to kill this Hank Pym. Because I know Hank Pym can be very unkillable if you don't get rid of him. Like, you can already see him just being a pain in the butt. I'm just hitting all my abilities, just trying to get through this Hank Pym, who was just being a total jerk. I guess I'll try to kill these minions over here. They all get bleeds and shoot each other. That's kind of funny. All right, come on, Hank Pym. Go. Hank Pym's killing his own people. You know, as you do. He's getting a lot of bleeds on him. I never invested a whole lot into Undying because it's never been good enough outside of war, and even inside of war, it's like, how good is it? I don't know. It's never been a thrilling team for me. Oh my God. Well, I gotta say, this is way more boring than the vampire mission. The vampire mission is kind of fun. This is kind of like, it's these characters that just constantly heal. Unkillable characters are not fun. All right, can you guys take that as a note, developers of Marvel Strike Force? Unkillable fucking characters are no fun. Can we understand that? When the fucking characters can't be killed, it's just not a good time for anybody. Like, when you bring them down to no health and then they just go up to full health constantly, and that's the design of the character, that's a bad design and it sucks. I hope somebody hears that someday and maybe stops that design ethic. When every fucking battle has to time out, you know what I mean? That sucks. That's not fun. It's the opposite of fun. It's Marvel Strike Force. Okay. I've almost got Black Panther Shuri dead. This is just grueling. This isn't enjoyable. It just kind of goes on forever. I guess the only good part about this is that I can kind of get over to my ultimate abilities and use those, and then that kind of clears the wave when I use them, but I just have to spend the amount of turns to get there. I'm in no risk of dying. I'm just realizing now that these characters can do no damage to my characters. Like, they do nothing when they hit me. There's no risk of loss here. You can just hit auto. There's no reason to play this. There's absolutely no strategy whatsoever to this. This is pretty goddamn lame. Not gonna lie. I mean, this is just put the shit in my inbox, you know? If your gameplay is this fucking bad, just put the shit in my inbox. Does this put an ability block on people or do anything? No, this doesn't really do anything, which is just fucking incredible. Oh my God, dude. All right, this is the last wave. I'm almost out of my misery on this. I'm looking forward to the second mission because then I get to use my own characters and it's probably going to go like 10 times as fast. Did I just trigger Doom? Do I even care if I trigger Doom? Like, would it even do anything if Doom got to take a turn? I get the feeling that it wouldn't even matter. I don't even think Doom, like, triggers. Why the fuck is there a Doctor Doom if he doesn't even do anything? There's no reason to be afraid of this Doctor Doom. He does nothing. It's fine. Now, he's just a nihilist. Don't worry about him, man. Can you ability block him? I don't even think I can ability block him. Doesn't matter. He's just going to bleed out on his turn. All right, that's it. Thank God. Jesus, that was... I don't know if it's because I just did one or because that one was worse, but that was not fun. It was like negative fucking fun. I like Marvel Strike Force less now. If that was possible. Okay, second node. Second challenge. And now Hela gets thrown in. Okay, that's cool. Hela's in. Can I move? I can move my characters around. Not that it really matters, but that's probably how you want to put them. I can move them over here. That's cool. I can get Hela away. Yeah, do that. That's what you want to do. Can you move Hella way the fuck over there? Okay, great. You can move Hella over there. Oh, I can put him over here. All right, great. Perfect. That's how you want to do it. All right, this is probably going to be like way easier. You could probably beat the whole fucking challenge. I didn't know you got a Hella. So with Hella and Zombie Iron Man and Zombie Juggernaut, you can probably just beat this whole fucking thing. I can't imagine that you can't. This is going to be way easier. That's my assumption. We will find out. Does the brains thing work now? It didn't work on the other node. Now there's a Kestrel. All right, Zombie Juggernaut coming through. Oh, yeah. Wow. Big difference, right? Big difference. No, the brains still don't work. Maybe they'll work tomorrow, but they don't work today. They don't go up when you kill somebody. Oh, wow. This is so much more fun and easy. I mean, I don't want to say fun. It's definitely easier. There's no real fun here. Just kind of stupid. Maybe it'd be fun if the brains mechanic worked. If the brains mechanic worked, I'd definitely be having a little bit more fun. Still, like, not a lot of fun. Not enough fun to justify the amount of bullshit I've had to put up with for the years that I've played Marvel Strike Force. Not that kind of fun. I would really need it to be very fun to justify the 6 years spent, through the grueling experience of playing Marvel Strike Force. Being a high-level Marvel Strike Force player. I don't know if they can ever provide me the level of fun they would need to make up for all the amount of bullshit I've put up with for the last 6 fucking years of this game. I don't know. That'd have to be a pretty goddamn fun experience, wouldn't it? All right, there it is. Zombie Juggernaut does his special. Things are really, really easy, and this game is stupid. I don't know. I'll just go ahead and hit Hella's ultimate, and that's it. It's over. It's over. So that's super easy. This is like way easier than the vampire mission. Zombie mission's a total cakewalk. I project being able to beat all of these challenges with the zombies. I can't imagine not being able to beat them all. I would have a hard time thinking that that's not going to happen. That shouldn't be a problem. This video is long as fuck. I apologize for that. I don't really. I've been making long ass videos on this channel now for like 4 years. I don't apologize at all for that. People like long videos from me, believe it or not. That one guy in the comments right now was like, you could have summed this up in 10 minutes. Fuck you. You're the minority. Okay. It's not most people. Most people like, unless I make a video I actually am proud of, then no one watches it. So I can't really explain what's going on here. By the way, if you'd like to see one of those videos that I'm actually proud of, that is actually good, go check out my second channel. I'm making some really good videos over there. You'll probably say some shit like, but I don't care about those subjects. I'm like, yeah, thanks. Appreciate that. Appreciate that true support you've given me. Okay. All right. We have a bit of a problem here. The characters are kind of healing themselves up and putting barrier. It's that Hank Pym, man. Hank Pym is kind of a problem. Let me see if I can get through this Hank Pym. They changed the formation of my characters. It didn't matter that I moved my characters around. It like put them where it wanted them. That's kind of shitty. There's another bug. More bugs, everybody. And Hella's not a zombie, so she doesn't get to eat brains. She's just a normal character. Give Hella some brains. She can eat some brains. And her minions don't get to eat brains either, which is kind of wild. Aren't they zombies? I guess they're undead Asgardians. They're not zombies. They're undead Asgardians. They're different. They don't get to eat brains. I don't know what they eat. Scarabs? All right, there we go. Zombie Juggernaut comes through, and we got the next wave, and it's way too big. All right, we're going to kill Black Panther Shuri. This is still pretty easy. I still think we're going to beat all of these because they're not hurting us. No damage is really being done to my characters. For that reason, I suspect I'll be able to cruise through this whole thing. I don't know if it would be easier or harder if the brain mechanic was activated. I assume it would actually be easier if the brain mechanic was working properly, but I don't know. If you beat this today, it might be easier than tomorrow. And then, we're going to have a whole controversy, right? Because, it wouldn't be Marvel Strike Force without some weird controversy. What a fucking ride it's been. Okay. I'm going to save the Juggernaut special because it's really good and I want to wait for more characters to be on screen before I use that. It's funny. I'm like saving abilities just so it doesn't take as long. Not because it's more effective or any of that kind of shit. Just because I'm sick of this and I want it to end faster. All right, here we go. Zombie Iron Man Ultimate does not actually kill everybody. Well, color me surprised. I thought for sure that would end this. But no, we're going to keep going. Okay. All right, I feel like for some reason this ability block, there's the ability block on Doom. I don't even think I needed to do that. It's just kind of like best practice to ability block the Doom, but clearly I didn't need to do that. You know what's nice? They didn't put any dialogue in this. So you know what? Good for them. I don't need any fucking dialogue. I need good gameplay. It doesn't have that either. So it doesn't have dialogue or good gameplay. It's missing both things. I guess that's something. And then another million T3 ions. I mean, that's great. I feel like everybody can go get Odin now. Is that right? I guess that's fun if everyone can go get Odin now. I can't hate on it too much if it gets everybody Odin. Are you getting Odin now because of this event? I guess if you're getting Odin because of this event, then you're going to like it a lot. There's nothing wrong with it. Did I read that wrong? Was it 900? Well, I think it's only... I read this as K. I'm sorry. It's like 990. Wait, they're actually cheap. Is that true? That wasn't 990. It wasn't a million ions. It was just 990? Okay, well, fuck this event then. Nobody gets Odin. I guess I read that wrong, unfortunately. All right. I guess what's left to do is come back tomorrow. And then, so this is tied. I said I would talk about how it relates to zombie invasion. This is the event that's going on. And the event does give out a good amount of ions. Though not enough. And there's nothing here, though. Like, there's nothing here for the regular player. Like, where are you gonna get to? Were you gonna get some skilled demonic gear? Who cares? None of this has any real value. I don't see any value in this. I guess unless you got down to 19 or 20, but regular players aren't going to do that. And then if you go to the ranking, it's almost better to rank under 1,000 because the last thing you need is a diamond on a character that you're not going to have at 7 red stars for the next like month or whatever. So, like, who cares? I'm not going to go crazy on this event. Like, you could spend, and you're going to limit yourself on points anyways because you don't have all these characters at, like, 7 yellow stars or whatever to get all the bonus points. So you're not really going to compete on the leaderboard. And I guess you're limited on how many orb fragments you can get from that, hunger and thirst challenges that we just did anyways. You could spend a bunch of cores on Dead of Night energy, but I'm not going to do that. This is dumb. And there is a spend power core element, but I'm not going to compete on the ranking. I'm not going to get anything out of this. There's nothing that's going to help my roster by beating this. This is a really non-event. This is not exciting. And I think that's where we're at. Oh, if you were wondering, if you watched my video from yesterday, I'm not going to do my Cosmic Crucible attacks, but I will let you know I did win. Things went pretty poorly for me. If you want to see the breakdown on what happened, check it out. It was pretty depressing, but it was more depressing for my opponent, who absolutely got destroyed by my defenses, which I can show you here. If you want to see what was so effective for me, this is how it went down. Room number 1, they threw Apocalypse and Illuminati at this, so of course they won, right? Cabal on Orcus worked for them. That's excellent. This is where they got shut down. Bifrost in room 3 is still really, really good, and they tried to mirror match it. They tried Pegasus. They should have known Pegasus wasn't going to work. It never has. Tried Hive Mind. That's never worked. So that's great. I shut them down in room number 3. Shut him down in stage 4, although this is with Odin, so you could kind of expect that. But Odin did indeed look unkillable. They threw a bunch of stuff at it. I mean, they threw Mercs for money with Skrull on this, and that didn't work. And if that doesn't work, then nothing else is going to work. So they had no shot there. They only beat my Extreme X-Men. I've added Dormammu to this. I've decided that Absorbing Man, I don't know why everyone's like, put Absorbing Man with them. Why the fuck would you put Absorbing Man with them? Put Dormammu with them. Dormammu is the choice. It's better to have revives than some immunity. That's all Absorbing Man does, is he adds some immunity to like Rogue and Gambit. Who cares? You want revives. You want Forge to revive. So I put Dormammu in here. Fuck this Absorbing Man shit. That's not a good thing. If Dormammu would have been in here, I might have picked up another win. I have no idea. Maybe. And then over here, this Darkhold business worked. I pulled Doctor Strange out of here. I thought I didn't understand how the bug worked with Wong. I think he only summons Wong if he lives. And they didn't live. So I just put regular Wong in here. I don't know. This isn't a very good room. I mean, look, I did win. They did fight off a Hive Mind. So this was a good victory as well. I don't know. Let me know what you think about Cosmic Crucible Season 11 and these amazing Halloween events. And Grave Diggers, keep digging.
He is I and I am him, and I'm the undisputed trend Nat Taven. And this dork behind the camera, some Melvin told me to say, Grave Diggers keep on digging. Whatever that means.
I am AEW wrestler and Ring of Honor tag champ Mike Bennett. And remember, Grave Diggers keep digging, but not the monster truck. Even though my son really likes that monster truck, I kind of like Son of a Digger, and so I'm going off on a tangent about monster trucks because my son really loves monster truck, but we're talking about the YouTube channel, so make sure, Grave Diggers, keep on digging, baby.
So this is Mark doing one happy private party, saying what up to the Grave Diggers, and you doing your thing, bro.
Alright, like, subscribe, and watch another video, or be cursed. If you're cursed, that means the Grave Diggers will keep digging your graves, so you probably want to do it.